Hello everyone. Today we have Dr. Richa Sharma, Professor Legal History, GNLU. Her areas of specialization are legal and constitutional history, modernization of law, sports law, and history and medicine. She's also a visiting faculty professor at Osaka University, Japan. Thank you for taking your time, ma'am. Having now knowing that you have a historical background in legal history, being an academician in the field of history, what do you think? What does ADR or alternate dispute resolution mean to you?
Since the time the societies were established, I think this is the first way and mechanism developed by any state. Going with the writings of the Rigvedic societies, the first understanding about how the disputes to be resolved was an idea came from the Sabha and Samitis. So these were the larger gatherings which used to come forward to resolve the disputes among the various communities or individuals. So this was the first type of understanding what we gather from the Rigveda. As the institutions were evolved, as the formation of states took place in the historical time, so we come across that it has become more settled and the more systematic court system came into existence. And then it became alternative to the court system, and that's why it became more alternative dispute than the mainstream dispute resolving mechanism. But talking about India, it was always remain it's not alternative. Actually, it is the main way of resolving the dispute in the society. That's my understanding.
Okay, so ma'am, when we go for training programs, especially in mediation, they say, or in negotiation, they say that mediation and negotiation are rooted in our history. So is it possible for us to trace the evolution in the Indian history?
Of course, because you come across there are the always we had a parallel court system in our Indian history. There were the King's Court, then there was the alternative dispute resolution system in a form of Shreni courts, that is the guild courts. Then we had a Kulani courts, and then we had the family courts, Puga courts, Kulani courts, caste courts, and this also led to the beginning of the caste panchayats and led to the the grassroots level system was established by it.
Okay. I think so. Right.
Okay. And this is a one. And when you talk about during the Mughal period or during the medieval period, again, this Panchayati Raj system which was established, actually what was the nature of this Panchayat? This Panchayat were basically the caste-based Panchayat or region-based Panchayat which has given the state recognition. So state has given the powers to these Panchayat to resolve the disputes on behalf of the state. However, when any of the case of the a severe wrong, such a cases were usually reported to the state. But otherwise, it is the more open and more used system because the number of the case you will found there in the King's Court are very less. Then how does that mean there was no dispute in the society? The disputes were there in the society, but they were resolved by the alternative dispute resolution system.
Okay, ma'am, there's something very interesting that you said that about Mahatma Gandhi using
Yes.
alternate dispute resolution. So
yes, the first and foremost reason why alternative dispute resolution is considered to be important is it is important because it minimizes the differences between the two parties. So whenever there was a civil wrong, Gandhiji always tried to have that the case to be solved in such a way that no one should be given severe punishments. So that was his understanding, and his practice in South Africa suggests that maximum of cases he resolved not in court but outside the court, and for this purpose he was more popular among the various business communities of South Africa. That he was the one who always propagated an idea. Even his first case he resolved outside. So it was not, I am forgetting the name of the parties, but he resolved his case outside. So during his stay, because Gandhiji has worked in a firm and he went to South Africa, and from there he started his practice. From his first case to the last of his case, up to the 20 years of his career, we come across maximum of cases he resolved with the outside the court, and he tried to convince both the parties that how the laws, any of them, can be minimized by solving the disputes outside. And he was considered to be the most successful lawyer at South Africa.
So we realize that ADR is not a new system to
Definitely
Indian society.
not. Definitely. ADR is became more systematic, organized as an institute by now, since the modernization of law, what we see. But talking about whether alternative dispute resolution as a system, it was existing before. So what you see as an ADR is an institution. what we see as ADR as a system to resolve the disputes in the societies. So whenever there is a dispute in the society or in a general localities, it is basically resolved in a very unorganized manner by the most influential people of that area. So that is ADR. So ADR, if we actually we talk about, even in the present time, it is only 28 crore of population is living nearby in the urban areas, and maximum is living in the rural area. In the rural area, out of that 70% of the Indian population, nearly 70% used to prefer to go to ADR to resolve the dispute by their samaj, by their society, social heads. So this is much more, you can say, influential even in the present time.
Well, that was a good, strong insight. Finally, ma'am, since you've been teaching in Japan, does the concept of ADR, is it prevalent there?
Yes, their ADR system is prevailing in both the form, institution as in a form of institution, what as we see in the present time in India also, and it was existing since the very beginning, and especially it has its influence in their business and contract as well. So they always believed in a one concept called WA, that is harmony. According to them, first of all, no one should go to the court of law, and if anybody is going to the court of law, the court of law will first punish to them that why they are approaching to the court, because going to the court was not considered as a good when it comes to society, because they follow the certain principle of Confucianism. Another principle was Va means that everything should end with a harmony. So they try not to have a win-win situation, but try to have a situation by which neither of them become a sufferer. So this was the first understanding on their contracts, as well as when there are contract disputes, how to resolve them, that resolving with them the ADR rather than going and approaching to the court. And then it has to be like what has to be the proper probable solution to be attained, that is the settling everything with a peace.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for taking your time. Thank you.